Hello, my name is Jodie and welcome to another video. So today I have a festive book reads recommendation video for you. So this is just going to be a video with a lot of books in that are either Christmas themed or Christmas related. I may well be doing a wintry reads one as well, just because there are a lot of books that I think are festive but aren't actually festive. I'm not going to include those in this video, so I might do a separate video for those, but today I just have a bunch of books that are Christmas themed. Now if I'm being honest, I haven't even read any of these. Have I even read any of these? So I don't think I've actually read any of these books at all. These are just all the festive books I have accumulated, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys about them, and maybe it will give you guys some inspiration. I'm hoping to read a few of these this Christmas, and yeah, a lot of these I bought last Christmas and never got around to reading, so yeah, hopefully I get through a lot of them. But this is more like a Christmassy book haul, but of books I haven't actually bought recently. I bought last year. Yeah, it's just Christmas book ideas basically. So I do have quite a lot to show you guys, so I'm not going to give massive synopses for every single one, but I will have all of these books linked down below in the description box, so if you are interested in any of them you can read them there. I have a mixture of middle grade, YA and romance and contemporary and children's, so yeah, we have a bit of everything and a classic or two. I have my cute little snowman mug with my tea in it. So yeah, we are thriving with the festive vibes right now. I have my Grinch jumper on for the occasion because we love the Grinch. But I'm going to start off with the YA box. So I only have 3 here. And yeah, I meant to read 2 of these last Christmas and didn't, and one of them is a movie and I've seen the movie. So this book is called Love Secret Santa, and this follows Angel. Now Angel is someone who does not have time for Christmas. She's busy studying for exams. She is helping do a charity fundraiser for school. So the last thing she's thinking about is Christmas and a romance. Her fundraising partner for the charity is a guy called Casper Johnson, and unfortunately he's not reliable at all, but he is very handsome and creative. So yeah, you can't have it all. But she has this really cool Secret Santa who keeps leaving her these little secret presents. This person has even made her own advent calendar, and she's determined to try and find out who her Secret Santa is. But as she's planning this fundraiser, her and Casper are spending more and more time together and really getting to know each other, and she's realising there's a lot more to this guy than she originally thought. And receiving this advent calendar kind of gives her the push she needs to be more open herself and to be more courageous. And then it comes to the point where she's wondering if she's left it too late to tell Casper how she really feels. And yeah, that's kind of the overall gist of this. It isn't on my December TBR, but it is one that I am hoping to get to in December because it is a festive read and it just sounds really fun and like it'd be a quick fun read. So yeah, I think this is a really good one if you're looking for something that's just a nice little romance that's set in the Christmas period and a bit of like a coming of age story. Then I think this would be the one for you. So next we have a book that I'm sure all of you guys will have heard of or read yourself, or at least watched the movie on Netflix, but that is Let It Snow, and this is by John Green, Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. So this is very shiny and very dirty. But yeah, I haven't read this book before myself, but I believe a lot of you guys will be familiar with it. It kind of follows a few different people on Christmas Eve, and I think it follows one girl in particular, kind of sets a chain of events in motion. The different strangers cross paths, and you've got romance, and you've got kind of self-discovery and all these different things happening, and this all takes place on Christmas Eve. And yeah, if you've seen the movie on Netflix, you kind of already know what this is about. I've only watched the movie, I've never read the book before, but a lot of people do like this, and obviously it must be okay if it's a Netflix movie. So yeah, I'm not going to go into the synopsis because I feel like a lot of you guys already know what this is, but I just think this is a really obvious one that I had to include just because John Green's one of those YA authors that everybody knows, and I think this is one of those books that's just an obvious choice to read at this time of year because it follows a lot of different characters, which is cool, and it's just a nice fun book basically. Next we have What Light by J. Asher. So this is one that I picked up last Christmas and just didn't get around to reading. This basically follows a girl called Sierra, and her and her family run this Christmas tree farm business, and they live in Oregon, but every single Christmas they have to pack up and leave and move to California to set up their Christmas tree lot there and sell all the Christmas trees. So Sierra kind of looks at it as living 2 different lives. So she has her life in Oregon, but then she also has her life at Christmas, and she views them as 2 separate things because obviously when she moves every Christmas to sell all these Christmas trees. She leaves all her friends behind and everything she knows, and she has to kind of live someplace new and start somewhere new all the time. And this Christmas she meets a boy called Caleb, or Caleb, I don't know how you pronounce it, I think it's Caleb, and yeah, everything changes. So this just sounds like a nice kind of cute fuzzy romancy book. I think I might actually try to pick this up this Christmas and listen to it maybe on audio. But yeah, I just think this is like another one of those nice YA reads that's very festive, and I imagine that this will be very, very cute. So next up we have a very obvious one that I just had to include, and I'm definitely not giving a synopsis for because I think everyone is familiar with this book, but this is just a classic and it just had to be in this video. It wouldn't be a Festive Reads video without it. That is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I really do enjoy the movie and like the play side of this. I just don't enjoy the book because I don't enjoy Charles Dickens' writing as a whole. I just think he's very, very dense and it's just not for me. But I mean, I might try to read this again this year just to, I don't know, I feel like it is a must, and it is a really cool story with some really, really cool themes in here, so I feel like it is a nice one to read at Christmas. But yeah, I had to include it. And I also have this really cute little edition that has a charity shop sticker stuck on it that I really need to get off, but I've just been too lazy to. But this has like gold sprayed edges and it's just really small and really cute, and I just really liked it. So yeah, I just thought I'd include this. So next up are some random like romantic contemporaries. These have stickers stuck to the front of them, so do ignore that. I got these last Christmas and still haven't read them either. But I have A Winter Kiss by Annie Darling, and I do really want to read this. Annie Darling is supposed to be a really, really good romance writer, and I'm yet to read any of her books. Quickly read the synopsis for this one. So it says, "Tis the season to be jolly, but on Rochester Mews, two unlikely lovebirds are struggling to find their festive cheer. Star baker Mattie has hated Christmas ever since she had her heart broken on Christmas Eve. The only thing she hates more is the insufferable Tom, who has rubbed her up the wrong way since she started running the tea room next door to his bookshop." I like where this is going already. A tea room and a bookshop. This just screams Jodie vibes to me. I need to read this. So when Mattie and Tom are left in charge in the frantic festive days before Christmas, it might be cold outside, but things are sure to heat up. Can a bookshop full of romantic novels, a life-size reindeer and a mistletoe kissing booth persuade two Scrooges to fall in love with Christmas and each other? So this just sounds so good. I love the bookshop element to this. Anything that's got bookshops in, I have to read. So I've been meaning to read some Annie Darling for a while, and I really would love to read this one because it just seems so cute, and I love the cover. Look how cute this is. Obsessed. So yeah, I just feel like this will be a really, really nice one to kind of curl up with this winter, with the like nice festive vibes, a nice kind of romance and a bit of hate to love, and like a bookshop. Oh, I just think it'll be so cozy and so sweet. Next we have One New York Christmas, and this is by Mandy Baggett, and this just has a really cute cover, and I just thought this would be really, really nice to add. Something about New York gives me really festive vibes. I think it might be because Home Alone's set there, that's probably why, but this is just a really random one I picked up last Christmas and really do need to read. This follows a girl called Lara, and her and her best friend are off to spend Christmas in New York, and Lara is currently trying to get over her ex-boyfriend, so she plans to have this nice little holiday doing Christmas shopping and going to all the touristy places and having a really good time in a nice snowy and festive New York. She then decides that this is the perfect opportunity to try and make her ex jealous in the hopes of maybe getting him back. She plans to go to New York and just have like a really nice week, try and maybe get over him if she can, but also she's plotting to try and make her ex jealous in the hopes that he might want her back. But yeah, I think this girl's in like two different mindsets here. So she enlists the help of this really, really gorgeous actor called Seth, and nothing goes to plan, and she ends up wishing for an entirely different happy ever after. So this just sounds like a really fun book, and I just think it'll be really, really cute. Just something about New York that's just so festive. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just think this is going to be a really, really cute read. So I'm just going to quickly tell you guys the two books here that are very, very festive and included in my December TBR, so I won't talk about them really. I will just have my December TBR link down below along with all these books, so you can go and find out more information about them there. But I have All About Us by Tom Ellen and One Day in December by Josie Silver. So these are both very, very popular books, and this one here is two different people who make eye contact on a bus one night. It's like love at first sight, like they know they're soulmates, but they don't see each other and they don't know who each other are, and then they meet at a Christmas party a year later, and the story goes from there. So this one's just like a really, really cute romance. And then this one here is another kind of like feel good, funny, romantic story, and I just think this will be a really nice like one full of festive cheer. So like I said, because I've already talked about these in my December TBR, I won't go into them again here, but they will both be linked down below and you can head to my December TBR to hear more about them. Next we have a Philippa Ashley book. So Philippa Ashley is a very good kind of romance writer, and we have A Perfect Cornish Christmas, so I just think this is going to be like a really cozy one. So this follows Scarlett, and all she's wanting this Christmas is to know who her real father is, and she heads to this little Cornish town where she believes that the secret to her birth father is that hidden there, and that's where she goes. And she ends up drawn into this Christmas festival thing and like setting it all up and stuff. She meets this person called Jude, and this person definitely charms her. Says everything will come to a head at this Christmas festival, but can Scarlett have the perfect Christmas this year, or are there more surprises on the way? Curled up with this festive heartwarming story about love, family and Christmas, perfect for fans of Millie Johnson and Trisha Ashley. So this is a really family orientated kind of story, and I just think it'd be a really nice one to cozy up with. I do think this follows a character from some previous books that Philippa Ashley has written, although I'm not sure if you definitely have to read those first. I just think this would be like a really nice cozy one, and I just love the cover, it's just really cute. So next we have one that isn't necessarily festive, but I just really wanted to include it because I'm obsessed with the cover and I've been meaning to read this for the longest time. But that is The Snow Child by Eowyn Ivy. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, but just look at the cover. Stunning, and it gives me festive vibes just because it's snow. But this is set in Alaska in the 1920s, and this follows Jack and Mabel, who have moved and kind of given up everything for this move for a fresh start on a little homestead in Alaska. And I love the sound of that because I always used to watch Alaska's Frontier on the Discovery Channel all the time, and I was obsessed, and I had this thing about wanting to move to Alaska and get my own homestead, so this just, yeah. I'll read the synopsis from the back. So this says, Jack and Mabel have staked everything for a fresh start in a remote homestead, but the wilderness is a stark place and Mabel is haunted by the baby she lost many years before. When a little girl appears mysteriously on their land, each is filled with wonder but also foreboding. Is she what she seems, and can they find room in their hearts for her? A story about finding love in unexpected places, full of fire and ice. It's the harsh beauty of the landscape that gives this stunning first novel its unique shape and atmosphere. This isn't really Christmassy or anything, but I just think this is like a really good like wintry read, and that's why I wanted to include it. I think if you're looking for something that might have you like on the edge of your seat and a lot of intrigue, and you want something like that to curl up with during Christmas, then I think this would be a really good one. And it being set in like a snowy landscape in Alaska and like kind of isolated, I just think is another good one if you're not looking for like a romancy kind of book, which quite often a lot of Christmassy books are in fact kind of a romance sort of vibe to them. If you're looking for something different to that, then maybe pick up The Snow Child. It's not necessarily festive, but it's definitely one to curl up with in the winter months. Next we have another book I mentioned in my December TBR, but that is Tom Fletcher's The Christmasaurus. So I did speak about this there, but this is just a really fun middle grade that is all centered around Christmas and Santa, and will just give you all the festive vibes. And there is a sequel for this as well, so I'm definitely planning to read this in December, and I just think it's going to be so cute and fuzzy, and I can't wait to get to it. So next we have another middle grade that's not necessarily Christmas themed, but it's certainly like a polar book and like a cold wintry kind of vibe, but that is Winter Magic, and this is a collection of stories from various authors. So some of the authors are Michelle Harrison, Piers Torday, Lauren St. John, Amy Allwood, Catherine Woodfine, Emma Carroll on here, and a few other authors. So we've got lots of different authors and lots of different short stories, and these are all kind of like wintry stories. These are all kind of like snowy, like polar, magical kind of stories, and I just think this is going to be like a really cute book to read at Christmas, just because of those wintry vibes, and I think like the magical element as well is still quite festive in itself. And I really do love this cover, I just think it's stunning. I just think this would be like a really nice light easy read for you to pick up in the Christmas period. And then lastly we have 3 children's books, which are just really like obvious ones. So I have these 2 Nightmare Before Christmas ones that I think are just, they speak for themselves. It's Nightmare Before Christmas, it doesn't get more festive than that, and these are just nice illustrated books, and I just think these are really cute to read. I plan to read these on Christmas Eve, and I just think It's going to be so much fun. And then of course it wouldn't be a Christmas themed video if it weren't for the Grinch. So we have The Grinch by Dr. Seuss, and I just think, again, another illustrated picture book, and this is just going to be one that's very nostalgic and really, really fun to read on Christmas Eve. So that's what I'll be doing, and I can't wait. But that kind of concludes this Festive Reads video. So I hope this maybe gives you some ideas, or maybe you're interested in reading any of these. If you have read any of these, then please do let me know in the comments and what your thoughts were. Like I said, I haven't read a lot of these books myself, so they are ones that I do plan to get to this Christmas, or hopefully next Christmas, or maybe even through into the new year, because for me Christmas kind of extends past the 25th of December for me. You don't need to be a fan of Christmas or someone who celebrates Christmas to read some of these. I think some of these would be really, really fun to just read anyway, for the kind of romance aspect to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. I hope whether or not you do celebrate Christmas, you still have a nice month and a nice kind of wintry season. I know Christmas can be a very stressful and triggering time for a lot of people, so I do hope everyone is safe and well. And if anyone does struggle during this Christmas period, then please don't hesitate to drop me a message if you need someone to talk to. And I hope some of you can maybe find some comfort or distraction in some of my videos. Yeah, I hope that for those of you who do like Christmas and like Christmas content, that you enjoy my Christmas content this year. I am trying to film as much as I can. I have a very, very busy schedule, and although I do love Christmas, it is a very stressful period for me. But yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video and you are having a lovely day. And I'm sorry I haven't read a lot of these books to give you guys a better recommendation. I haven't read that many Christmas books myself, so this year will be a first for me reading some of these, and I'm really, really excited. I tend to usually just read kind of wintry books during this season and not necessarily Christmas ones. But yeah, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you like to. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!